Hello, this is Ken Marvel, and I love listening to Bigfoot Bob Dominguez on Bigfoot Club Podcast.
Hey guys, please go to our website at www.bigfootclubpodcast.com. Check out our merch and all episodes. Also, please look for our social media at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Bigfoot Club 1. That's Bigfoot Club number 1. Also, check out Matt Knapp's Bigfoot Crossroads on YouTube.
Hey everybody, Robert Jesse Dominguez, Bigfoot Club, Season 4, Episode 9. I'm here with...
Me.
You?
Steven Dominguez.
Steven Robert Dominguez.
Steven Robert Dominguez.
Or
Steven Dominguez, Robert Dominguez.
You beat me to it.
Yep.
We're back on Roadcaster Pro. Because I think the last two shows we've done, we did it on the H2N. I think we're the only podcast that actually talks about the audio equipment.
Yep.
I think so.
Yep. I think Joe Rogan gets Jamie to do it and talk about it probably.
Yeah.
Or Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
He gets, oh my God, I can't believe it. I forgot his name. His other person that works with him takes down notes and yeah. He's a cool guy. If you're listening, I'm sorry.
Yes. Very cool guy. But, so how's it going with you?
It's going. It's an interesting day today.
Yeah, it was. We're not going to say what happened, but
Yeah.
what'd you think about WrestleMania?
Night 1 was good. I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't watch night 2 because I wasn't really in the mood to watch Roman Reigns or any other. I should have done it because I didn't know Stone Cold was going to come out again. What? Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, Stone Cold. But yeah, the first night was great. Seeing Cody Rhodes again, American Nightmare.
yeah, I was really happy with that. I mean, I was telling you before then that it was rumored that he was going to come out, and he was quiet on Twitter for like 47 days, and he didn't say anything. People were dogging him about leaving AEW because of money and stuff, but I was happy because I think he wanted to do something new, and I loved it that they let him use the American Nightmare song, or Kingdom is the name of the song, and it was written for him and his family. So, and he's wearing his own gear, so I was pretty happy with that.
He did his dad's signature move.
Yes,
Bionic elbow.
Bionic elbow. Yes,
Yeah,
so,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember I kept telling you, I go, watch it be CM Punk.
No,
No, he would never, he'd probably never come back.
CM Punk will never be back on WWE. They had to pay him a godload of money. They got to. He had the main event like 3 WrestleManias
in a row, and still hold the title.
Yeah.
each time.
So they're not going to do that for him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of, if you really think about it, it's kind of crappy. Like no diss to Cody Rhodes. I mean, he's a great. It runs in the family. He's a great wrestler, but it's like Vince gave in to Cody Rhodes because of the history. But since CM Punk has no history or no family tree to wrestling,
yeah,
it was just CM Punk versus WWE.
A lot of people who don't know wrestling will know this, but for a little bit, Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' father, was running NXT. He was running it. He was doing all the promos, all the training and stuff. So, like, Roman, Seth, all those guys, like, I don't know if John Moxley was a part of it, but I know Seth in particular, Roman, all those guys were Dusty's kids. They called them Dusty's kids. And so I know Cody was like really, really resentful because like Seth got on the fast track to be a WWE champion. And, I think it was really good for him to come back and to face Seth and to beat him because he was like, the son of Dusty, and he's wrestling one of Dusty's kids. So I thought it was kind of cool to do that. A lot of people don't know that, but
it's perfect writing.
Yeah, it is. It is
something that they can easily be proud of to do. Oh, what if we do this, and then it ends up working. But yeah, it should have been CM Punk. That would have been like, I told you. No.
But we can talk about, because there's a couple things that we kind of messed up on, and let's do this intro really quick because I haven't done this in a long time. I kind of want to do it.
Okay.
And I kind of like this because it's like a video game that we used to play all the time. Castlevania
64, Nintendo 64.
Yeah. But anyway,
I will always love that soundtrack.
me too. I will always love it too. It's great. So Matt is messaging me now. So that's kind of cool. Matt and Juan are both messaging. You know. So
Do you want to
what?
talk to Matt? Is he up for it?
I don't know. Let's see what he says. So I just he asked, is Juan coming back? Question mark. I said no. I go, you still up? And he's messaging me. He's like, I can see the three lines moving.
The three dots.
The three dots moving right now. So let's see what Matt has to say.
Yeah. And the results show
You are not the father. He says, I'm not sleep texting.
Is that a yes?
I'm typing, do you want to come on?
How are you doing?
Me? I'm good.
You're always asking me how I'm doing. I'm sorry, I never ask. How are you doing?
I'm good.
How's the progress of getting everything back to normal in the body? If everybody has been listening, they should know what happened.
Yeah, you know what? I know because I know you know because I talk to you all the time. The feeling in my feet, or my neurologist said that the feeling in like my feet were the last to come back, and they're right. Because so right now, I wouldn't want to impose. That's what he's saying.
Oh, Matt, come on now, really? You're imposing by not imposing.
So, so people that that know me, and I know, like I said, I was talking to you about this, but I'm getting a feeling like back in my feet, it's slowly coming back. I mean, I'm feeling like I can feel my feet and my toes, and like whenever I got released in December, I couldn't feel from my ankle down.
But you were still,
I'm still walking, but it was just not very good.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I'm walking a whole lot better. I have a Fitbit. I'm not wearing it right now, but you gave me a Fitbit. You got it for me for my birthday, and I do like 10,000 steps a day, and it's doing really, really good. I'm really happy with the progress. And but if I'm walking all day, because my job until I have to walk a lot, and around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock during the day, my feet hurt really bad, and I think people notice it.
Yeah, I mean,
at work, they notice it and they say, "Hey, you okay?" I go, "Yeah, I'm good." I go, "Your feet hurt?" I said, "Yeah, but at least I can feel it." So I'm pretty happy with that. So
pain is good. Pain is good.
Yeah,
well, but that type of pain.
Yeah, it's good. So I mean, I'm able to go upstairs and go downstairs now, like pretty fluently, but I have to hang on to hang on to the rail. I'm not confident enough to walk down the stairs without hanging on. I could probably do it, but I don't want to chance it.
I mean, not to put you on the spot, but whenever we took the boys to the playground, there was that little rocky mountain step, and you went down it, I think twice without holding on because there's nothing to hold on to.
Yeah, I probably should have done that.
Yeah, but I was still like. It's okay because they have it's a playground. They have that thing where it's like soft if a kid were to fall.
The surface is almost feels like a really, really heavily padded AstroTurf or something.
Yeah.
And so whenever I walked out, I just wanted to do it because I felt spontaneous, and I did it, and I didn't fall. So it was kind of good, but I probably shouldn't have done that.
No, I was very, very uncomfortable with it, but I knew like. The how far you've come, it was like, okay, well, let's just see if this is something that he just wants to see if he can do. So I didn't really want.
Yeah,
I was still ready though. I was like at the edge of the bench, like ready to. I felt like you were a toddler or something. I don't know why.
I know it was like it was fun to do it. I mean, it was. I don't know. I'm trying a lot. I mean, because to be honest with you, I do a lot of lifting at work, and I know you said you don't want me to, but I have to do it because we get the job at work. It's a medical job, and so we get a lot of stuff come in. Like gloves and masks and other stuff.
Can help come too? Is that one of the packages?
They were supposed to hire a contractor, but they saw how good I was doing, and they decided not to. So Leonardo DiCaprio.
You get compensated for that.
It doesn't die in every movie.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, it was. I mean, it's good. I mean, I don't know. I'm really happy. You know that about me. I'm really happy where I'm at, and
I am too.
I wish it could. I wish the feeling in my feet and my toes can come back faster, but.
You feel it like every day it feels a little bit better, right? Like you're like, okay, I wasn't able to feel this part of my toe.
Yeah.
Okay. Like as long as you can notice that, then yeah, you should be good. It's just going to take a while. Yeah,
there was a point in time where like my feet were so sensitive that I couldn't like cut my own toenails or anything like that because it would just hurt too much. And like sometimes Sebastian and Ricardo would come to me. And
that's given. That hurts already.
Yeah,
that still hurt. That hurts me. Whenever they step on your feet.
Yeah.
But it was so sensitive. Like I guess a good way of putting it is if I were to put a blanket over you, and I put a blanket over you, and then it would still hit your feet, and you go like,
yeah.
I'm all like, what did I was thinking that I stepped on your foot, but really it was just a blanket, and then that's
yeah,
sensation.
It was just really sensitive. And I know. Whenever we started the season, I talked a little bit about it, but there was like a point in time where I couldn't, like, I had to sleep on my back, and I hate that.
Yep.
I hate that with a passion, and so as I started feeling better, I was able to turn over to my side and sleep, but whenever I did that, because I couldn't feel from my thigh down. It was sporadic. I could feel like a certain part of my thigh, my knee, maybe my calf, maybe my ankle. But as soon as both of my legs would touch, it would wake me up.
Because it's the weight of
the other foot. It was the weight of the other foot. It felt like somebody else was touching me. And I would wake up and I go, damn it. So I had to sleep with a pillow between my legs.
Like that?
Yeah.
And put your feet on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I had to like straddle my leg or put it at an angle where they weren't touching, but as soon as they would touch in the middle of the night, I would wake up and I go, damn it. And I go, okay, we'll go back to sleep. So, but anyway, we're waiting on Matt right now. So
did he say he wanted to?
Yeah, he said, hang on. I said, he goes, I didn't want to impose. I said, come on. He goes, hang on. So he's probably like
setting up his
stuff. But, it's good. I'm pretty happy. I'm working. I'm going to be going to Oklahoma City, not this following week, but the week of the 18th. So I'll be in Oklahoma City for a week, and it's going to be a lot of work. So
you should stop by Blair's grandparents.
Yeah.
She'll make you some waffles, man. Those waffles are good.
Yeah. Can I eat some catfish with Hayes?
Yeah. You just got to go to the Two Frogs in Oklahoma.
That's shout out to Cassandra again. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's Cassandra. If you're listening, which you probably are.
Yeah, she probably was listening.
You will listen to this. I told Robert that how amazed I am with how Hayes is not picky. He's not a picky food eater.
Yeah.
I mean, like he didn't want the hush puppies. That's what it was.
Puppies, yeah.
And he was like, he gave it to me, and he was like, looking at me like, how could you eat that? It's so gross. While he's eating his catfish. Yeah. And I was like,
was he dipping it into tartar sauce?
I don't know if he was dipping it in tartar sauce. It might have been ketchup. I don't even think he was dipping in anything.
He was just eating it by itself.
Yeah. So like, that's not the first time I've noticed it. I've noticed like whenever he was like 2 or 3. Ah man, I feel like it was a while back. He was like eating like a piece of. I think he was eating a burger. Cheeseburger and everything, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't even do like if I put that like near Ricardo or Sebastian, they're like,
yeah,
they don't want to do it." And I don't know where they learned that from because I was never a picky eater. I ate everything, broccoli, all that.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody called me like the perfect kid. I don't know who, but
yeah,
but yeah, it's just something like I was just amazed. I was like, man, Hayes is He's a fearless little kid, man. He'll eat it, and I thought that was kind of cool that he was eating catfish.
Yeah. Catfish is good, man.
There's like, the boys were like, I want chicken nuggets and that. And here's Hayes like, I want a catfish. Like, broke the combo. I was like, dang. Well, did I hear that right?
He's definitely a kid from the South.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's pretty cool.
The Bigfoot Club, we're at, as of April the 8th, we're at 35,799 downloads.
Wow.
So that's a big jump. In the last show, Goatman's Bridge, which you weren't a part of, we'll talk about that in here in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We got 218 downloads.
I have my reasons, man.
Yeah, I know.
have my reasons.
I know. I'm not faulting you.
Yeah.
The Baker Hotel one, we got to talk about that one again too.
Mm-hmm.
So, has 402 downloads. Talking Shop with Blair has 607 downloads.
Oh man, that's all those people that she doesn't know.
Yeah,
on Facebook. Like Blair has podcast. What?
Carter Burchard's one is at 518. The Portlock Alaskan one is at 647. Haircups is at 553.
Wow.
7 Minutes Part 2 is 386. And 7 Minutes has 414. So it's not bad. I mean,
that's excuse me.
We're
those two episodes are really hard to listen to, though.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Like, people are like, I don't want to cry. I don't want to hear them crying. But I think Travis is the one that heard those.
Really?
Yeah.
Travis Blair's.
Shout out to Travis. Won't say your last name, but
he actually listened to those?
Yeah, he did. He's been listening. That's why I think he, like I said, has that card on the back of his, like, if I'm at any event, hey man, you want to do this? Now listen to your podcast.
Well, every time you don't want to do something, he just pulls that card out.
He does. I'm gonna say this, and you can edit it out. He did the Chappelle thing. Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Travis too.
This sucks.
As Chris Pontius says, if you fail to prepare, always be prepared to fail.
So dumb.
Jackass Forever. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's pretty funny. I still like these mics.
Me too. They're fairly cheap though.
Yeah,
I got them like $32 a piece.
I'm trying to get Charlie and Alex to get their mics, set up.
Yeah, they need to listen to our podcast.
Yeah, Alex already does.
Who doesn't listen to it?
Charlie, I'll take it back. Charlie has listened to a couple episodes. I know he listened to the 7 minutes one.
Did he say that was hard?
Yeah. He's like, man, dude, I don't think I've ever. Nobody wants to see anybody cry, but whenever you can just hear it in your voice, you were just cracking. And I was like, yeah, it's still hard to talk about. Reliving those moments.
Come on.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
'Cause I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it clear as day on here.
Let's see here. Okay, how about now, Matt?
What about now?
Oh, I can hear you great now.
Oh, okay, sweet. That's because you pressed that green button. He pressed the green button.
It kind of helps if I hit the green button, Matt.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what the green button is.
The green button on the ear or the red button that has the slash on the audio for the Bluetooth.
Oh, to mute my channel?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't hit the green button, so that way the people can hear you. So,
Yeah.
Okay, joining us now on Bigfoot Club.
Without further ado,
Matt Knapp with Bigfoot Crossroads. Matt, welcome.
Thanks.
Glad to be here.
We're having some technical difficulties on my end.
Yeah.
So
But we stayed patient.
we stayed the
We
course.
stayed the course.
And how the heck are you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I picked up my apnea machine today.
Yes.
Yes.
So after we're done with the show, I'll be experiencing that for the first time.
Yes.
Let me tell you firsthand, Matt. I cried whenever I woke up. I'm not even gonna lie. Whenever I did the sleep test at the actual facility, they were all like, I was terrified because they put all these wires on me.
Yeah.
And all this stuff on my face, and they're all like, we just want to read how you sleep. We're going to do the sleep readings. I was like, okay. I was like, I don't think I can go to sleep with this. And they're like, you're gonna go to sleep. You're gonna go to sleep. Trust me.
I was gonna say that. How could you sleep with those wires on?
Because I was like, I want to turn around. He goes, that's the only bad part about it is that you're gonna feel constricted, but trust me, you will fall asleep. And that guy was like, don't worry. And I was like, okay. So I texted Blair. I was like, hey, I got the machine on. Took a picture of myself with the machine, looked like freaking Bane, which I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, okay, this is a cool thing. And then not even 10 minutes later, I told him, I was like, good night, love you. 10 minutes later, I was out. And then the next thing I knew, he was waking me up. He's like, hey, man. I was like, what? What happened?
I was gonna say first it was constrictive, and then it becomes a part of you.
Yeah, yeah. And I was drooling, like it was a lot of drool. And he's like, yeah, that happens a lot. He goes, how do you feel? I go, oh man, I just started tearing up. I go, oh my God, I feel so rested. And he's like, yeah, and that was only 5 hours.
Jesus.
And he's like, imagine if you would have gotten 8. And I was like, man, so Matt, I sleep. I shouldn't do this, but I need to go to bed earlier. But I honestly, from Monday through Friday, because I like to wait for Blair to come home just to make sure she's safe, I don't go to bed till midnight, and then I wake up at 4:30, and I still feel well rested. Now, whenever Robert's here on the weekends, he spends the night. 2 nights. I actually sleep 7 hours, and I feel energetic. I feel great. I feel like, man, I can do this. I want to do this, and it's just a life-changing thing. And ever since then, I weighed about 440 pounds in May or June, I think. And now I weigh 377 because I've just been having more energy to do stuff. So
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I feel it's night and day, man. So you will feel so much better, and it's a machine that you have to put distilled water in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only down part. I was like, man, I gotta fill this out, and I gotta clean it every.
I'm just curious. What happens if you just put regular water in it?
It'll destroy the machine.
It'll destroy you, probably. It'll probably won't. That was remember I told you that when they were giving me the machine, the lady was like, I have to tell you this because someone did it. Do not put alcohol in here. I was like, what? She's like, yes, we had a gentleman last year who was calling and, threatening to sue the company because he said he would wake up with nosebleeds. And he said that there was something wrong with the machine. And then whenever he brought it in, it smelled like alcohol. And I asked the guy, I was like, are you putting alcohol in here? And he was like, yeah. Why?
Idiot.
So he would get drunk, sleep, and wake up
hey,
drunk.
man, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, but that's dangerous, man. Don't do that. So Matt, don't put alcohol in it.
Matt's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Matt just wants to sleep.
I'll be right back, guys.
Don't put Pepsi and don't put any of that. Just put distilled water.
Don't put any Mountain Dew.
Yeah, don't do any of that. But that's awesome, man. I'm pretty happy that you have that because I know firsthand.
Do you remember how many instances you had in your test?
The first night, I think I had damn, I can't remember the number. I think it was over 10 until they fluctuated the path or the pressure of the air.
No. I mean, the original test without the apnea machine.
Oh, it was. Oh man, I don't remember. I know it was definitely like it was high enough for them to say like, yeah, we need to get this process going.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad because the machine that they gave you, it was an at-home test, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I hated that. That one was. Excuse me. That one was stupid too. I didn't like that because I was like, I don't know what to do with this, and it goes through an app, and then it sends to it.
Yeah, I hated that. I was like, they don't really tell you what to do.
Yeah, it just feeds that information on the app to them, and then like I think in 48 hours they're like, "Yep, you have sleep apnea." Well, no shit,
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, no shit, and they're like,
"Oh, they had to like ship the unit to me."
Mm-hmm.
It didn't connect to an app or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I was done, I had to ship it back to them and like wait. But the whole thing was the unit that they sent me, there wasn't any real instructions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not the kind of questions I had anyway weren't answered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, I overanalyze everything. But I got it all hooked up and everything. So on the sheet that they sent, it said that you have to switch out the batteries. You have to do it for 2 nights. And at the end of the, whenever you wake up the next morning after the first night, you'll change out batteries and everything.
Batteries?
And they send you batteries with it. Yeah. It was battery operated.
Is it a CPAP or is it a BiPAP?
Well, this was just for the test kit.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
This has been like a whole thing. I've gone through multiple companies just to get to where I'm at.
Yeah,
so like the problem is it says that the unit is only designed to record for X amount of hours. So it might shut off on the second night, and that's normal. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my problem was whenever I woke up after the first night, my unit was off. So then I had to like call them and everything and talk to a tech guy, and they're like, "Oh, we must have not put fresh batteries in it. Yeah, you're going to have to start over."
That's great. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
That's
so I had to
awesome.
do an extra night, hooked up to all the wires and everything. But today, whenever I went to get the machine, they actually had a copy of my results, or at least the important numbers. And she was like, "Do you know how many instances you had where you stopped breathing during the test?" And I said, "No, nobody's ever told me." And she said, 67. And I'm thinking like, "Oh, well, that's not too bad. Like I've heard people having, hundreds." And she was like, "No, that's per hour."
Yeah.
Wow.
That's more than every minute I would stop breathing.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary, Matt.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Realize, like,
Yeah.
Do you remember, Matt? Like, because this happened to me a couple times and I couldn't explain it, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, there were times where I woke up and my heart was beating so fast, like out of my chest, and my ears were ringing, and I was like, I think I stopped breathing, and I woke up like that, and I was like, and my heart was like fighting so hard to wake me up. And
Oh yeah, the ones that really scared me is there were times that I would wake up and I wouldn't be able to hear anything.
yes, it's like pressure, like your head is going, like I don't know, like on a plane or something, and it goes up and
It pops or something?
It pops, but you can't hear.
Yeah.
It's like your hearing is fading, and I never knew that until that lady was telling me. She was like, "Yeah, you stopped breathing. You woke up right whenever like your heart was telling." And I was like, "Man, that is freaking scary."
It is.
And I know Blair told me about it. Like, hey, you stop breathing when you're sleeping. I brush it off and I'd be like, "Oh, it's fine. I'm a big guy. It happens."
Yeah.
But I didn't realize the danger of it. Like, if I would have just kept doing that, like it would have just led to other stuff. So now, I told Robert this too. Like when I'm at work, I was mentally not there because the amount you lose so much
Energy,
and then the oxygen not going to your brain is like fighting to think, to do normal stuff. And like, I wasn't now that I'm getting rest, like I'm at work, I'm on my A game. I notice shit that I would have never noticed whenever I had the sleep apnea, and it's just a whole, like, you feel a new person. And I'm really excited for you to hear, how you feel like these first nights, because it's glorious. You sleep, you're trying to sleep, but you don't get the rest. That's the shitty part.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we're all on the road to do better things and be better.
I'm glad we're all glad. Mm-hmm. We're all glad. We're all here. We're glad.
Yes, we're here.
We're here. We're here to stay.
Matt, I just want you to know I'm really happy that you're on, and I'm glad
to hear your voice, man.
Yeah, because I know whenever we collaborate, I'm on your show and stuff, but I'm glad you came over to our show, and
like Vanilla Ice.
But I kind of wanted to talk about, because I know the show we did on, the Baker Hotel. We did it a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know if you heard it, Matt, but we did it a couple of weeks ago, and I've never been there to research. I know Steven hasn't been there, but it's on my bucket list to research, and it's right up. It's probably like 2 counties away from us, and we did the show on a Friday, and then Saturday I edited it, and Sunday morning I went to go have breakfast with my mom, and then my mom tells me that my dad worked at the Baker Hotel. And it's Steven's grandfather, and he was a baker at the Baker Hotel. So
a baker at the Baker.
Yeah.
It was in the 50s, so he was probably like around 16, 17 years old. And my mom said that he met Agnes Moorehead, the mother of Bewitched, on the show, the redheaded.
Yeah.
My dad met her, and they would talk about, I think, pies or something. I guess so. I felt bad because we did the show; it's doing well, but I just wish we had that tidbit,
little tidbit there of awesome history information, and that's pretty cool. Like, he worked at the Baker Hotel. It makes me wonder, man, did he
see stuff?
Did he see stuff? Not only that, did he see stuff? Did he see other celebrities that he didn't tell? My grandma. Did he see the Three Stooges?
Yes.
That would have been, because the Three Stooges went there, and man, I wish we could phone heaven.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Hotels and motels are both very popular places for people to commit suicide.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I wonder, I think there's a good chance that most hotels and motels are haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that, because I know most. I think I had a buddy of mine that wanted to commit suicide, and he talked about that. I'm not going to say who it was, but he talked about going to a hotel and doing it there, because I think he was gonna use the firearm, and he didn't want it messy at his house. So that makes a lot of sense to me. If someone wanted to do that.
Yeah, people go there because they don't want their family finding them, and having to deal with all that.
That's just sad.
It is.
But for some reason, like, my mom used to work in the hotel industry and management whenever I was really young.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in hotels all the time with her. And they've always creeped me out, man. Yeah, they've always creeped me out.
Yeah, don't you have history with busting up desks inside a hotel or something like that?
That was a ghost, man. See, there's a ghost story right there.
Oh, Lord.
Matt told me this story. You have to tell a story now, Matt.
I gotta tell a story. Now I'm older and it's farther away, so let's see here. So I was staying the night in a local hotel, me and some friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a cool thing to do back then. I don't know why.
I used to do that. I used to do that too. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, if you didn't have an empty house to hang out in, you didn't even have to be doing anything wrong. You would just go get a hotel room for the night and hang out there.
Mm-hmm.
So this was one of those situations, and I left the next day, and I had an address book. Like, remember when those were popular to carry around? Like what were they called? Like a personal organizer?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And it had all my phone numbers and everything in it. And I left it at the hotel. So I called the hotel, I'm like, hey, I left my address book there. Has anybody turned it in? And they said, no, but housekeeping isn't done, cleaning the rooms yet. You can come on up here and see if they find it, and blah, blah, blah. And I thought that was kind of weird because, well, can't you just call me if you find it or whatever? But I had to take my buddy home. Well, I'll just go back and go into the room. Maybe housekeeping hasn't gotten to the room yet. See if it's there. So I go back and they confirm which room I'm in and everything. And they're telling me are you going to pay for the desk? They want me to pay for the desk. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they said, you trashed our desk in the room. I'm like, no, I didn't trash the desk in the room. I didn't do anything to the room. The beds needed to be made, new towels. That was it. So they take me to the room and the desk is just completely smashed, flat on the floor. Like a safe had landed on it or something. It's just completely squashed, just destroyed. I was only gone from the hotel. This amount of time that passed was an hour, maybe at the most.
Wow.
What the hell?
And I'm just like, yeah, what the hell? And the only thing is checking out. I never checked out. I would just always leave the hotel key sitting on the door, the little card, and just leave my door open so housekeeping would know the room's empty and, they could clean it or whatever.
Mm.
And I guess somebody that was staying there saw the open door and decided to take advantage of the situation and have a little vandalism party on my behalf. I don't know. But I refused to pay for the desk. They told me that they were going to bill me for it, but they never did. But I don't know what happened to the desk. Maybe a housekeeper did it. I don't know.
Did you ever go back to that establishment?
I did not.
The real question is, did you get your organizer thing?
Did you get that back?
Did you get that back? Or did they refuse to give that back to you?
I found it in my bag. I didn't look good enough.
Oh,
yeah. See, there's the part I don't like to tell.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought that was... okay. Well,
but there's this other time at this different hotel. It was a hotel that my mom was the assistant manager at previously. And there was this kid that worked there. He's older than me, but he's still a kid. And after she left that job, he continued to work there and worked his way up to the night manager of the hotel. And since he knew me and everything and knew my mom, he would always give me rooms for $10. And it was a real nice place. It was a Holiday Inn. It was a holidome where everything's enclosed and there's an indoor swimming pool and stuff.
nice.
Yeah. So that became the new hangout spot, $10 rooms. So I hadn't been there in a while. It had been probably 6 months. And I go in there one night and there's this lady working at the front desk. And I'm like, hi, is Toby here? That was his name. And while Toby was the manager at night, there was an area at the top floor down on one end of the hallway where they used rooms for storage and stuff. And they never rented those rooms out. Well, he had 2 adjoining rooms and that's where he lived. And I had been to his room one time with him and it was just trashed. I mean, it was disgusting. There was fast food bags and pizza boxes laying everywhere and just his clothes were all over the place. It was just crazy. I was like, why don't you just have, housekeeping come clean this for you? He was like, well, that's part of the deal of staying here. I'm not allowed to use housekeeping. I have to clean it myself. So I go in there. I ask for Toby, trying to get my, discount. She was like, Toby's not here. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, could you call him? And she says, why? And I was like, well, he knows me and He normally gives me a discounted rate and everything, like because I'm trying to get the discount at this point.
Right.
And she tells me, well, Toby no longer works here. We found him in his room. Like, I guess he had a cocaine party and had like a bunch of people in his room, and somebody ratted him out, and another hotel manager came up there to check it out, and he was in there with like cocaine everywhere, and everybody's high and drinking and everything. So he got fired. Oh. So at that point, I just decided perhaps I should stay at another fine establishment.
Very well worded there.
Man.
Another fine establishment.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's awesome.
Did I say Toby? I don't know any Toby. Like, no. Where am I? This isn't even the right place.
Oh, no, not that Toby. There's a different. I know Toby's a very.
Well, whenever somebody throws out there, you just realize maybe I don't want to be associated with this guy.
Yeah.
That's a little warning sign there.
Pizza boxes everywhere. Cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine. Yeah. I wonder if
cocaine and pizza.
Yeah. There's a Parmesan cheese there.
Let it snow.
Let it snow.
That was awesome. Thank you, Matt. I really.
So what you're saying is you would never go to another Holiday Inn?
No.
Especially if there's a night manager named Toby.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty.
Well,
I hope Toby's not listening.
Yeah, Toby. Hope he's probably at some place waiting on the continental breakfast or something.
Maybe. That's a possibility.
All right. Well, I wanted to continue with because I know last week I did Goatman's Bridge in Denton, Texas. It's actually Denton, but it says Lantana.
Is it really Lantana?
Yeah.
I like saying that name.
Lantana.
I always like imagine like Matthew McConaughey saying that. You know, I'm going to Goatman's Bridge in Lantana. I can't do his voice.
It sounds pretty good.
Nah, it's all right. I can definitely do Hank Hill. You know, God damn it, Bobby. But yeah, no.
I did it last week with Scott Perry, Ricky Ewing, Caitlin Gonzalez, and Candace Brown. They're my moderators for Pentex, and I know I asked you to do it before, and you didn't want to. I didn't press you to do it, and I asked Juan if you want to do it, and Juan said, "Fuck it, fuck you, I'm not doing that." That's what he said.
I mean, I have my reason. I think I said it already. Like,
yeah. There's some spiritual stuff, and which is understandable. I don't want to make anybody do anything they don't want to do.
I mean, I didn't, for some reason, I always thought it was like, I knew it was popular. I didn't think it was like there was going to be a bunch of people. Had I known there was going to be a bunch of people, I would have probably been like, you know what, I could probably do that. At the same time, I don't want to mess with that because I know I'm like an open beacon of emotional weakness, or I can say. I just don't want anything telling me something about, I've seen that or witnessed that, I guess. It could happen, and I don't want that happening to me.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
I have to, if you don't want to do it, and if you don't feel up to it, then, I mean, whenever I was last year, like right before I got sick, I got invited to a lot of paranormal investigations, and I told them that I couldn't do it because I wasn't strong enough to do it, and I would probably hurt their investigation. So I don't blame you.
Actually, it would probably up the investigation.
It would up it, but it would be bad for me.
Bad for you, yeah.
Right.
But if you ever want to go to Concho and then you start hitting like trees, I'll get out of the car with you. I'll do it. I won't hesitate on that.
Yeah.
But if it just comes with evil spirits and stuff, that's not my forte. I'm not going to do that.
But at the same time, we went out there. Like I said, I went out there with the Pentex group, and honestly, I didn't feel anything. And I know I told you this, Matt. I didn't feel nothing out there, and that's just me. I mean, we had some weird shit happen out there. Because I don't know, like on the last podcast, Scott Perry had a EMF detector, and it was EMF / temperature gauge. but it was like it had like a REM pod effect on it. So if something got really close to it, it would beep. Mm-hmm. And so he was on the bridge with some high school kids, and because there was a lot of kids there. I probably failed to mention that there's a bunch of kids there,
teenagers
just hanging out, which is understandable. And so he was asking questions to a spirit that was there, and the EMF detector was going off. And then Ricky Ewing had a spirit box, and what a spirit box does, it scans like radio channels, whether it's frequencies like whether it's FM or AM, and it's only supposed to scan. That's all it's supposed to do, just scan, and maybe it'll get like a voice or a phrase or a word or something. And so he was talking to this spirit while I was doing it, and I was recording, and then it was beeping, responding, go say yes for this, say no to this, and it was responding. But every now and then the spirit box was beeping, and then after like the second or third beep, I noticed it, and I looked at Scott. I go, "That's not supposed to beep," and he goes, "No, it's not." So it was fluctuating, either answering through the spirit box or the EMF detector. It was beeping, and so he was asking it questions. It was going back and forth. So we finally decided to turn off the spirit box, and she showed us, like, Ricky Ewing turned it off, hit the button. There was no screen, there was nothing, but it was still beeping. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
That is pretty
low battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say that. That's funny because I watched Ghost the other day. I don't know why. Willie Lopez. I just love that movie. I don't know. I'm man enough to say it. That's right.
Willie Lopez. Yeah, that's actually a touching movie.
It is a touching movie. It's still kind of scary though.
Except for Willie Lopez.
Yeah, I mean he's scary looking in general.
Yeah,
but the evil spirits, whenever they used to terrify me as a kid.
Yeah,
I was like, oh God, that's what happens whenever you're evil. Oh, I'm not doing that. No.
But like when we were on the bridge, I know I sent this to you, Matt, and I sent this to you, Steven. I was like, Caitlin Gonzalez had one of her friends there, Hayden, and he was taking Polaroids. So he walked off into the woods while I was still on the bridge, came back. He had about 10 to 12 Polaroids that he was showing me. He was going off of it. And I was asking him a question. I was asking him about how many pictures he took or something like that. And while I was listening, when I was editing like the show, I was listening for any kind of, EVPs or something like that. And I came across this, so I'm going to play it. And I'm going to let you and Matt think what you think you hear on this, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to play it. Did you take any pictures? Are you taking all the pictures? So did you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
You're talking.
Nope.
Did you?
Nope.
I don't think anybody answered you if they took any pictures.
No, I was talking to Hayden, but he hadn't answered me yet. But the other voice was not Hayden because Hayden's voice was pretty distinctive. I should have played. Could
you play it again?
Yeah. Hold on. Did you take any pictures? Are you taking all the pictures?
Who's talking in the background behind you?
It was
Is that Scott?
It was Scott and like 4 high school kids, but they were like at a distance. They're probably around like 10 feet away. And Caitlin and Hayden, and then I think her boyfriend Lane walked up. Caitlin and Lane were both quiet, and Hayden was telling me how many pictures he took, and that's what I was asking the question: how many pictures did you take? He says, 10 to 12, but I cut that part out. I just kind of just went with, and like I didn't even hear that whenever I was talking to him, and it sounded like it sounded like it was behind me. That's what it sounded like, a moan. So,
yeah.
And I thought that was kind of interesting. So I listened to the whole. It was like an hour and 30 minutes, and I spent about I think I listened to it twice just to make sure I didn't miss any EVPs or anything like that. There's a lot of kids out there cussing and stuff, but this was the one I caught.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
it was probably nunk the nunk. No. It sounds like it. Well, it sounds like a moan. I don't. That's weird.
Because like as soon as I found it, I sent it to you, Matt, and I sent it to you, Steven. I sent it to both of y'all at the same time, and I go, this is what I found. But
It's that late at night too, and I'm all by myself. I'm all like, "That's great."
It's nothing.
Yeah,
I didn't hear
Just
anything.
the wind.
It's just the wind. Let me pause Elden Ring here.
yeah.
I can't pause it.
I did send it pretty late. I do.
It was like
apologize.
9:40 or something like that.
Yeah.
Where you sent, or 10. It was before Blair got home. I was like, I need to listen to this before Blair gets home. Because she does not. She was like, I don't fuck with that dad. That's what she always says.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that shit. She gets so mad. She gets so mad whenever if I'm brave enough to watch like something with serial killers, like a movie or something. She's like, why are you watching this depression shit?
Turn that shit off.
From Forrest Gump. How can you watch this stupid shit? Turn it off. Oh, Lord.
Oh Lord, sorry. So
That literally sounds like me every night I go to bed. I do the same thing. I just did it tonight. Whenever I walked in the bedroom,
yeah,
Leslie's like watching something. I don't know. Here's her deal. So we have multiple streaming services and cable television, and I'll be damned. She can somehow find the worst possible movie on all of them at any given moment, and that's what she wants to watch.
that's her superpower, man.
I'm like, what is this movie? And she'll be like, I don't remember the name of it. And I was like, who's in it? I don't know. And I'll like hit info or something. I'll be like, starring Frederick Glasnow. And I'm like, who is that? No, do you understand that you're like watching something that was like probably recorded with a camcorder and like had a budget of like $1,000?
I don't care.
Like nobody's watched this. Yeah, this is the only person that watched it. You.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Blair does that too. She finds, can I pick a movie? Yeah, go ahead. 9 out of 10 times, she even admits, she's like, I'm sorry, that was a terrible movie. I go, yeah, and yet here I am being a fool and letting you decide again. I don't know what it is. I don't know, but yeah, she does that too. She'll find like the worst movie. Like, oh, this looks interesting. She goes off by covers, the movie posters, and I'm all like, babe, that's not it. It looks it grabs your attention, but I guarantee you, 1,000%, this movie looks like shit.
Yeah,
it's the poster.
I can tell you within the first 10 seconds if a movie is going to be any good or not.
Exactly.
Just by the type of camera they use.
And I'm pretty good at that. I know, whenever I found that movie, Wind River, with Jeremy Renner and what's her face, Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
I saw that and I go, this looks like a good movie. I don't even know what it is, but it's got Jeremy Renner, and it looks like it's something to do in the mountains. And it's like, oh, figuring out a murder, great. And she was like, that movie was okay. I go, what? Like, I don't understand.
I think because you picked it, that's probably why.
Yeah, I think that's what she did. I'm like, I just don't like the dead. I don't like to deal with this stupid shit. Like,
why is she always shaking her head when she's talking?
I don't know. So she's gonna listen to this and be like, I don't do that. You punk ass. I don't do that.
No, she's gonna call you a bitch ass.
Yeah, bitch ass. That's right. You bitch ass. I don't even do that.
She goes, y'all are done.
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, here we go. If it's me not drinking or something like that. Because I always make a joke when Robert calls me and he's like, "What's Blair doing?" She's like on her second bottle of whiskey or something.
She got drunk one time, Matt, and ever since then, she's drinking all the time.
And then
She's hitting the fucking bottle again. What do you think?
She's hitting the fucking bottle. You know how that is. But it's pretty funny how I like to overly dramatic.
Words are hard. It's okay.
Robert's losing his shit. What was another thing I did? Are you okay?
Yeah. Hold on, give me a minute. I gotta breathe.
It's just something that we like to do. We like to tease her a lot, or just like whatever she like. Just whenever like she says something, I like to imitate her or just do her version of it, and I really really like dramatize it like it's a movie or something. You know?
Like he's shaking his head while she's talking.
Yeah,
she's like, no.
Like that. Do you remember the time I told you whenever we were it was snowing, and we had to go get a hotel. Mm-hmm. And then we were at the lobby, and the boys were everybody was trying to go out in the elevator because everybody was getting a room.
Yeah.
And like there was like a wet, like what do you call that sign? The floor is wet.
Wet floor sign.
Yeah, the wet floor sign. And we stopped, and like Ricardo was like right in front of me. Blair was like right beside him. Sebastian was on the other side, and then there was a dog, and then Ricardo was like, he was behind her, so he wanted to see the dog, so he was like really close, and then she goes, "Oh, look at the dog," and her butt hit Ricardo while he was trying to go around her, and his legs like was in the air, and I caught him just in time. And he was like so scared. He was like, he was like, I go, Blair, what did you do? She goes, I didn't even know he was right there. So whenever I imitated, I say, oh my God, look at that dog. And I like move my hips like I'm doing like a
cha-cha.
I said, look at that dog. And then bam, hit Ricardo. But literally, Ricardo's feet, he had boots on. He had those snow boots on. And it was just up in the air. Like one flew off. That's how hard she hit him. And that's why, I said, I don't think you realize how hard you booty bumped him. And she goes, well, he needs to learn how to like walk not so close, like so close to me. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
But I thought that's
she blames the kid.
She blames Ricardo. He's like, oh man, I thought that was fun. But that's what I do. Man.
Yeah,
I
we
like
did. Yeah, I kind of do it too. So
yeah, like, oh, I'm Blair. Look at me. Like I'll just do something like that.
Why does she have to announce herself?
I don't know. That's a thing. I don't know. She does it a lot.
Like I like it whenever y'all were first dating. Mm-hmm. Like she would call you, and I would answer the phone. And she couldn't tell if it was me or you.
She still can't.
And the only way I would give it away, I go, "Hi, I'm Steven."
Yeah.
I'd answer the phone. "Hi, I'm Steven. What are you doing?"
What are you doing? Yeah.
And she goes, "Hold on, yeah. What? Wait."
Hey, how's it? Wait, what? Who's this? I'll be like, dumb in the background. Give me the phone.
Yeah,
it was good times.
Yeah, Cassandra's probably laughing at this.
Yeah, she'll probably be like, "Oh, nice." Making fun of Blair. Yeah.
Cassandra is Blair's sister, so she listens to the show.
But yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Nobody listens to my show.
Oh, whatever.
He's got
No, I'm serious. No, Leslie has never listened to a single episode.
Oh, really? She hasn't?
Why don't you get her on an episode?
Yeah, get her on an episode, man.
She won't do it. I've tried.
Really?
I've tried.
Just like talk to her and like slowly corral her to the room and then put the microphone slowly in front of her.
No, what you should do, and this is actually like you can actually do this, is like you try to be romantic and you blindfold her, right? You lead her to her room and say, "Hey, we're just gonna talk," and you're just gonna. I'm gonna be blindfolded too.
Oh, Steven.
I'm gonna be blindfolded too, and then we're just gonna hear each other. We're gonna feel our soul, you know.
You watch too many movies,
and then like the mic's there, and she doesn't even know it, and then you're just like, yeah, there you go.
She takes off the blindfold. Oh, okay. I'm just.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Steven. It would take me the better part of a day to convince her to put on a blindfold without knowing what was going to happen.
I mean, spontaneous.
Even if she knew what was going to happen, it would still take a long time to convince her.
Oh man,
she's not going for that.
Damn it. Well, can you hear my upstairs neighbor, Matt?
Yeah.
No, you need to get a little closer to them.
I don't want to.
Oh, no, I can't.
No,
do you want me to hear them?
No, it's just like,
they're really loud.
They're like a stampede on like above us. Like,
I don't know if they're a marching band or tap dancers, but there's something. But
yeah.
Have you ever done the old broomstick to the ceiling trick?
No, because I don't want to do that. Because last time like we did that, or this was way back in the day. We had issues with neighbors. Let's just say that. Slash tires.
I mean, they're real. I mean, they're real nice.
Yeah, they are real nice. It's just, man, my gosh, dude. Like, and it's a chubby guy up there. He's real nice, but he's not that big. He's not me. So I don't. It's like boom, like walking like heavy foot.
We did the show about 2 shows ago with the H2N Zoom just to try it, and you could actually hear everything they were doing.
Yeah.
And like we had to pause for a little bit. We go, okay, that's the neighbors.
Yeah, I was like, there's our neighbor. That's my neighbor. Yeah.
So, It was kind of cool, but not so much.
I like the mic. You know,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's nice.
The mic here or the mic? Or
No, I like the mic, hearing it on here, and then I don't know, because I felt it felt weird doing that. I felt like we were using a speakerphone.
Yeah,
or
but it's still like recording.
Yeah,
good,
it did great. I just wasn't able to hear myself on.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm used to.
I think we're probably the only podcast that actually talks about its audio equipment. I said that earlier, didn't I?
We do, yeah. We got the laptop here. We got my iPhone here.
Yeah.
I got no more water here. I got hydrogen peroxide right here. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking it. I'm drinking the water.
I don't know. I think we just talk a lot about our audio equipment. A lot. So, but anyway,
are you excited, Matt? For
I
tonight?
am.
Waiting for
I am.
tonight.
I am very excited and nervous.
It's trust me. With sleeping without it is the scary part.
yeah, you get addicted to it, right?
Yeah, you really do, because you just want to sleep good.
I remember whenever you first started doing it and it came over, or when I would come to see you or something like that, you looked like you had the impressions of like the alien was on your face because your hair's all matted down and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, my hair was all It takes it.
Yeah.
At
The
that,
mask is plenty tight.
and I was like, man, I'm gonna look stupid, but who the fuck wants to look cool when you're sleeping?
yeah, seriously.
Yeah. So I remember
Me?
I gotta look cool, man. But yeah, I was just so scared. They were like, when they were showing me all the masks, I go, man, can I just get the nose one? They're like,
No.
yours is really, really severe. You need the full mask. And I was like, fine, give me the one that looks like Bane. You know, and they're like, yeah, think of it like that. You're Bane while you're sleeping. And I was like, okay,
Because you would have like those impressions on your skin,
like because I had it real tight.
Yeah.
I can loosen it up, but I liked it to where I didn't want no air coming out.
Yeah, to escape.
Yeah, I wanted it to go in me. I wanted the air to go in me so I could sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say this, Matt, your mouth is going to be super freaking dry. So whenever you get up, it's just best to have have a bottle of water.
Too sweet.
A bottle of water next to you. As soon as you take the mask off, you're gonna want to like drink that, because it doesn't hurt. It just feels weird. It feels like you want to talk, but you can't, because you feels like your lip is just it just feels weird. So I always have a bottle of water.
Oh, yeah. I wake up with sandpaper mouth all the time.
Yeah, it's going to be worse. Just letting you know. Because that air pressure is just it's powerful. It keeps your mouth open.
Yeah.
And, you can't close your mouth. If you close your mouth and try to like fight it, your ears pop.
Yeah.
So it's designed to, the air to go in through your nose and in your mouth.
That sounds gross.
That sounds gross. Yeah, it does. You just need to breathe, man. You need that oxygen in
Breathe.
in your brain, so that way your brain can be like, finally, I can sleep.
Come on, man.
Sebastian, is that Sebastian? Yeah, that's Sebastian.
Yeah, these are all Batchins because Ricardo
He
kept laughing whenever I was recording. So
yeah, I don't know why.
he would go Bigfoot podcast.
Yeah,
he would be laughing.
Bigfoot cast pod or something like that. Do you have the one
Sandwich.
The Sebastian one where he says Bigfoot's real, man?
Yeah, it's right here.
Bigfoot is real, man.
Oh Lord, that boy.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's a dramatic.
Yeah, I wonder where he gets it from.
Yeah, he scraped his knee.
Yeah,
and that was, Blair said that was like the worst. He was screaming his soul out, like, oh my God.
Yeah, it took him like 10 minutes today just for him to let me touch it.
Yeah, and then like this is coming from the same little boy that fell off the bed and like gashed his. It was bad. Like blood was just
everywhere,
squirting out, and I was like, oh my God. Grab that pillowcase, put it on his head, and he was like, there's so much blood. He was screaming, "There's so much blood there!" And I'm like, I was just like stuttering on my words, like, yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Had to get staples on his head, and he didn't cry. He didn't cry when they put the staples out. He cried a little bit when they took the staples out, but a scraped knee, he was screaming his soul out. Like, jeez, calm down, kid. You're gonna get a lot of scraped knees, man. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, especially on AstroTurf.
Mm-hmm. That's if you play
Robert,
football.
they don't have AstroTurf anymore.
Well, they don't.
No, they don't.
How come?
You know.
I know. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, sorry.
You know.
Yeah, you know.
They got that synthetic stuff now. You know that looks like grass.
Remember how it used to just be like that green indoor-outdoor carpet
Yep. I got
that would just hurt anytime you touched it with bare skin?
And then I got lost strawberries with those.
Oh man.
Yeah, those were bad. But we are on for now 1 minute and 18 seconds.
And I think 18 minutes of that was
And
technical
go.
difficulties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is good. I mean, Matt, what do you got coming up on Bigfoot Crossroads? You want to talk
A
about
deer
that?
hunter.
A deer hunter? Okay. Stories.
Supposed to record with a deer hunter pretty soon, in a couple days.
Okay.
Gonna bring back the shaman. Well, I guess he's not a shaman, but the Buddhist, Nepalese shamanist, student, Bigfoot communicator.
Okay.
He's supposed to come back on. Got a bunch of people lined up.
Right on, man. I'm pretty excited about that. I know I've been talking about on our show that we want to do like a tie-in show with your show, and I know I've said it a bunch of times, but
Previously on Bigfoot Club Podcast. Previously on Bigfoot Crossroads.
yeah,
Make it like a
sounds like it's on TNT or something.
Marvel Cinematic Universe or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should do that. We should do like the little presentation of the
Yeah.
like the word Bigfoot turning and stuff.
Dun, 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 dun.
That would be neat. I would love that.
They did it with Obi-Wan with hello there.
Yeah.
They spelled out hello. Hello there. So we can do, but is that, I'm assuming it's copyrighted. Of course. There goes my dream.
You shouldn't have said any of that.
Son
You're
of a
gonna.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm actually hoping to get Logan Craft on pretty soon. And
Who's he?
yeah, I want to get him, and then I'm interviewing.
He said, who's he?
Oh, who's he? Who's
Yeah.
who's Logan Craft? He does Beaver Hook Productions. He
What's a beaver hook?
I know, right?
What is a beaver hook? I'm gonna
Leave that one.
I'm gonna
alone.
leave that one alone.
Leave that one alone. I just know he's.
You should leave it alone.
I just know he's wanted in Arkansas. That's all I know.
Wanted.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
it's nice to be wanted.
Yeah, it is. It is nice to be wanted.
So I want to get Luke Gross back on, and I'm supposed to be interviewing Sarah with Weird Horizons podcast on Sunday morning. So I'm pretty excited about that too. So
Is that WEIRD or WYRD?
It's a jab. I love it.
That was not a jab. Just a question.
Just a question.
Love it.
How far do you want to push this episode?
Probably a couple more minutes. We think we can do it, and I want to talk Bigfoot, but it's okay. I think we've covered plenty of stuff.
On Bigfoot, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's always, a sighting somewhere.
I did learn something new about Bigfoot this week.
What'd you learn?
Well, on the best reference source possible, Facebook, there's some Bigfoot researchers, we'll call them, who have learned that even though Bigfoot cloaks itself and goes invisible, there's a way where you can see them. You have to apparently look through a clear glass ball.
I was going to say that. Was
Like a clear marble, basically.
Wow.
Huh.
And their reasoning for this is the Bigfoot bend light around them to turn themselves invisible, and this ball bends the light that passes through it, which allows you to see the Bigfoot. And of course, they provided photographic proof of this.
Mm-hmm.
Where they showed some faces through the marble crystal ball, whatever you want to call it. Very similar to the other Bigfoot photos you see where they're blended in with the trees and the shadows and everything. Where people see faces.
Where they do like the red circles and stuff with?
Yeah.
To point them
those.
out? Okay.
Well, who's to say that will make you see other stuff?
I was going to say, this sounds awfully like an episode of Paranormal Caught on Tape, where there was a guy that was like, it was in Russia. He was filming a UFO, and then he would put like a glass pane in front of his camera, and then there was a UFO with the glass pane, and then we'd pull it away, and there was nothing, and he would go back and forth and do it. That's just what it sounds like to me, but.
I mean, it sounds like there was something on the pane of glass, like stain.
That person should have been playing Furry Furry Rabbit.
That's a game, right? Kids play?
Yeah, I think. Anyways. It's a little Signs reference. Signs, not science.
Yeah. I think
not science.
Not science, no. The movie Signs.
We're having way too much fun, man.
Mm-hmm. Because Matt's on.
Yeah, of course. We love Matt.
Yeah.
We can't get enough of Matt.
And I'm really, really excited for him to sleep.
I am
tonight.
too. I'm gonna text him tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
is
Dumb, he's right here. He's right here. I'm saying.
Who are you texting?
I'm texting you.
I can't wait to talk to Matt tomorrow.
I can't wait to talk to him. Is Leslie pretty excited too?
Very excited.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Matt, how does people listen? How do people find your podcast and all your gear and your merch and stuff?
Usually on the internet.
You knew that was going to happen.
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I was like, he's setting this up.
Sit in it. Just sit there and take it.
Yeah.
It was a layup. Come on, Matt.
The easiest way is going to BigfootCrossroads.com. Everything's pretty much there. All the links, episodes, and everything. If you want to listen to the podcast, it's on all the podcast apps you will find Bigfoot Club on. So after you're done listening to this show, you can just type in Bigfoot Crossroads and go listen to my show.
Yes.
There you go.
Simple enough.
Mm-hmm.
Also on YouTube. You want to do it that way?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever floats your boat, really. I'm everywhere.
And then, as people will know, if they are hearing about you for the first time on this show, you have a wonderful voice.
You do.
It's very.
Thank you.
It's very very smooth and soothing. I honestly think Carlos Santana and the guy from Matchbox 20 wrote that song for you because you're so smooth. It's just like the ocean.
The ocean. The ocean isn't smooth, Steven.
It's its own way of smooth. Let's just say that.
I didn't tell you this, but Matt did some promo stuff for me this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I gotta see that or hear it or.
Yeah, I got to edit it and put it together. And
is it you kicking the camera?
No.
Oh.
No, not
oh wait, no, you didn't kick it, did you? Did
yeah,
you?
I stepped on it.
Oh, you stepped on it.
I stepped on it.
I didn't kick it. I stepped on it. It's like, man, that's expensive, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, Logan did a good job on our promotional video.
Mm-hmm.
But
you did.
Love Logan. He's a good dude, man.
Yeah, man. Whenever when he did Juan's. I thought Juan he did it so fast. I thought he threw his whole body at the camera. I go, oh my God, Juan, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I had to tell him.
There's me doing a little baby punch at the camera. I was like, damn, he went all out. I should have done that. Shit.
Yeah, I think it was cool because I did a kick, you did a punch, Juan did a swanton.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that was. Jesus.
It was like watching a Cypress Hill video.
Yeah.
But
it really was.
But without smoking.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
The way the fast how he was moving, there was smoke right behind him. Sorry, Juan.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Dude, you had to tell him, hey, can you slow it down? Because we can't tell what you're doing.
I know.
He goes, I'm kicking it. It doesn't look like you're kicking it, dude. You look like you threw your whole body. You pretended that the phone was Rudy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
That's funny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think a minute and 31 seconds is good. I think I can edit a show on this. So
10 minutes of that is technical difficulties.
yeah, we were trying to call Matt the whole time for like 10 minutes.
And Matt was like, "What the hell is going on,
Not
man?"
that difficult.
Yeah.
We made it difficult.
Yeah,
That
it
was
wasn't allowing because like whenever I was trying to dial you, Matt, it kept saying, "Sorry, call won't go through."
Yeah, Matt's too cool to be called right now. Please try again later.
I know he's doing his own show.
Yeah, he's within Crossroads.
Were you trying to call my phone?
No, I was calling you on Messenger. So every time I would hit it, it said I had to restart Chrome. I go, sorry, it's not connecting, and I go, damn it! So I restarted. I restarted Chrome, and I tried to call you again and wouldn't do it. Then I rebooted the whole computer, and then I tried to call you, still wouldn't do it. I go, you know what? I'm gonna try on my phone to call Messenger. So that's how I'm talking to you now through the phone.
Oh, the Bluetooth, right?
Yep.
I didn't think that was possible, man.
Simone Cachetone.
Did you see the last message I sent you?
Let's see here. Apparently not. So
It says, I just plugged my phone into the Roadcaster and then used the Messenger app to call people on Messenger.
I guess it would have helped if I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't.
but it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean,
It's all good.
It's all good.
we ended up talking to Matt. So
Yeah, and before we end it though, Matt, are you playing Elden Ring?
No, I am not.
Do you?
I have watched so many people lose their shit in Elden Ring that there's no way I'm playing that game. I'm too old for it.
Oh man, it's such a great game. I love it.
it's too much freedom.
It is.
Yeah.
It's literally overwhelming of how much freedom you have. It's ridiculous. The map is huge.
Yeah, but it should also come with like blood pressure pills.
It really should. It really should. But you know, I'm powering through it.
Do you think hands down game of the year?
Yes, I think so. It's definitely going to be going head to head with Horizon Forbidden West. I haven't played it. I can technically get it, but that game deserves the PS5 because the graphics. I will admit, like the PS5 graphics are amazing. So I don't want to play it on my PS4 because I think I would be hindering the beauty of it. So
You know how you used to get mad at me for like buying games and then not opening them?
yeah, do you have it unopened? Really, Matt? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
I bought a PS5 and never opened it.
Oh my God, Matt! Jesus Christ!
Man, he went up his game on that one.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, Steven, I have a PS5 and you don't, but you know what? I don't have it opened." Wow,
Plastic.
you are.
I'm going to go through the trouble
Plastic.
of getting the most sought after video game system that nobody can get,
Yeah,
and then I'm not even going to use it.
you're not even going to use it, man.
Touche.
Is it the digital or the disc one?
Disc.
Disc one? Damn, yeah, it's even harder to find.
It is.
Because, I mean, the digital one you can kind of get easily, but the disc one is, Jesus Christ.
Who still buys this?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I'd still do it. I mean, it's just GameStop sucks.
It works as a Blu-ray player, so
Yeah, that too. You gotta. Yeah, thank you, Matt. Thank you.
and I don't have a Blu-ray player. But you know what? I don't have a PS5 either because I sold it.
Oh, you sold it?
Wah, wah, wah.
I did.
Damn.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm pretty sure that was not hard to sell.
Actually, it was.
Wait, what?
Yeah, believe it or not, it was difficult to sell.
Oh, wow. Okay. I stand corrected. Shit.
Because the reason that it's difficult to sell is because of scalpers selling them. Like, there's people out there who are making a living selling PlayStation 5s at this point.
Yep.
So they're able to sell theirs and make like 50 to $100 profit, and just, you know, they're selling so many, that's fine. But like with me, I needed more money than that, so nobody wanted to buy mine.
Oh, how much were you trying?
Plus shipping's really high. Like, you know, to ship a PS5. But I ended up selling it for $700.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
No, it's not.
How much is it really worth?
Shit, if I look it up on eBay right now, it's going to be like 1,200.
Dang.
Yeah, because there's people that, like what Matt said, like it's that. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. They'll buy like 4 of them, and then they'll sell it like tenfold and get back their money and plus some on just selling it. Like, it's ridiculous. They'll sell it online.
Yeah.
They'll buy it out if there's stores. They'll buy all the last copies of it. And it's ridiculous.
What a bunch of bitches.
They're using bots online just to buy them whenever they become available.
What a bunch of bitches.
I know, and it's not fair. It's really not for the people who have the money and they want to buy it. They're having difficult. I don't have the money. I mean, I have the money, but I'm trying to save money.
Yeah.
So if I were to do that without Blair's say so, she'd be very mad. And she'll probably be like,
she'll be shaking her head.
Yeah, she'll throw a Jack Daniels bottle at me or something. I don't know. Like, she was stupid son of a bitch. How dare you?
You're done.
You are done, you bitch ass. And I'll just dodge it.
You guys, at some point, you're going to have to come visit, because I have to meet Blair.
Yeah.
You know?
We will.
Because I don't feel comfortable jumping in on this without knowing her.
Yeah.
She was like, why did you let that asshole say those things about me? Like,
oh, Lord.
Well, Steven started it, so I felt like, man, if Steven can do it, then, oh, wait, no, never mind. I don't know you.
Oh, Lord.
She's heard you talk to me before whenever I was going through some stuff. She was like, "Oh, well, Matt sounds like a really sweet guy." I was like, "Yeah,
She actually asked about you last weekend.
Oh yeah, because I told her about the sleep apnea stuff, and she was like, "Oh man, he really needs to get on that, because that really really does help everything. I see it every day whenever you use it." And I'm like, "Yeah." And apparently, it's just right now it's like a shortage or something. I don't know. It's just
Matt's been going through that. I mean, I've been talking to Matt almost like every day about that, right, Matt?
Every day.
Yep.
So still no machine. Now you have it. All right, man. I'm telling you right now. Don't fight it, man. Just let it take you.
It's still frustrating, Like the whole process was frustrating, because like they're like, "Oh my God, you need a machine right now. We need to get you a sleep study right now." So I do the sleep study. I told you about those obstacles. Then I have to ship it back to like Florida. I have to wait on all that to go through. Then whenever it all goes through and everything, I deal with my insurance to, approve it and everything. And I still have to pay for it because I have a huge deductible. And like the company that I was going through is like, they call me up and they're like, "We need like $500 and something." And I'm like, "Okay." And once you give us that, we can, get the ball rolling to send you your machine. I'm like, "Okay, great." So I pay them the $500, and they're like, "Well, actually, you have an outstanding balance that you need to pay first." And I'm like, "Okay."
They get you.
Yeah. And I'm like, "Well, how much is the outstanding balance?" And she was like, $40. I'm like, "Really?" Like, you're trying to get $500 from me, but I got to pay $40 first? Like, okay, lady.
Just say
I give her the money.
Just say $540.
You want me to get Blair?
Just call it $540.
You want me to get Blair to call them, because she'll knock some.
Well, here's the great part. So after I give them my card number and everything, and they do the transaction, as she's getting off the phone with me, she says, "Okay, right now customers have a wait time of about 12 weeks." And I'm like, "What?"
Bitch.
Then why didn't you call me in 11 weeks with this, and take my money then?
Yeah.
So the wait was 12 weeks, and I'm just like waiting it out. Can't find one anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
They're sending me like, my doctor's office is like sending me like links to places in Texas and all over the place trying to find one. So then I get an email from the company that I'm waiting 12 weeks on. The email says, your 12 weeks has turned to indefinite. We don't know when we're getting them. I'm just like, wow, okay. So more time goes by. I've got like this really wonderful nurse at my doctor's office who's like trying her best to find me a unit and everything. Boom. She finds one less than a mile from my house. I can just go pick it up.
Nice.
Oh, man.
My deductible's already gone on my insurance. I don't have to pay for anything.
Just pick it up.
Just pick it up.
Man, that is awesome. I'm glad. Oh, man. Yeah, because whenever Robert was telling me about that, I go, man, oh, my God. Like, every time you sleep, it adds danger. And I'm just,
yeah.
I'm glad that you finally have one. And, yeah, just, it's only going to get better from here on out, brother, because it's such a life-changing thing.
With everything going on, like every night that I'd go to sleep, it was like, man, I hope I wake up.
Yeah, it's scary. It's
very scary.
Yeah,
it's scary. And Blair, there's been times where, you know, like I forget to put on my mask, and she hates when I do that. She'll wake me up and be like, "Put on your fucking mask," while she's drinking a. No,
I'll put on my mask after you set the beer down.
Yeah, put the bottle down, Blair.
Like she's
Cassandra's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Steven, leave her alone now."
she's telling
I only
you
said it because Steven told me to. I didn't mean it. I'm a nice guy.
She has a flask and she goes, "Put that shit on."
Put that shit on. Oh my God, but no.
Goes and kicks your kid down.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ.
I wanted to go look at the dog.
But yeah, like there was times where I slept without it, and I still felt good, but you can still feel off, you know. But when you're starting losing the weight and all that stuff, you'll notice the difference. Like I slept without it, I'm good, but you're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Shit, Robert banged.
She's awake.
She came in and he's like, "I heard you were talking shit, motherfucker." I don't know why she sounds like Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite. I was like, I was already in the room, motherfucker.
Blair L. Jackson.
Oh man, she's knocked.
Do I
out.
look like I'm drunk, motherfucker?
Oh man. Oh, this is good
Say
stuff.
bottle again. Say bottle again.
I double dare you. Oh man, poor Blair. I love you. If you're hearing this, I love you.
Yeah,
Cassandra, I mean it. I mean it with love. Whenever I tease about this,
I'm hoping Cassandra's laughing too. So
yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, she was like, that doesn't sound anything like Blair.
I just hope you don't get a bunch of hate mail.
Probably. Well, I don't have I still have a Facebook. Damn it, I'm just not on it.
So they'll be emailing Bigfoot Club 1. Bigfoot Club 1. Yeah. I repeat, Bigfoot Club.
Why is he always making fun of his wife? She doesn't drink anymore, guys. It's all a tease. She does not. Robert is just dying.
She's been sober for 3 months now.
She's been sober for 3 months. Yeah, she's doing good.
The medications are doing wonders.
Yes, she's doing good. She's
just a fine citizen.
Yeah, she is a fine citizen now, and she will stay on the right path. But no, seriously, in all honesty, Matt, I'm really freaking excited for you to sleep.
Yeah, I am too.
Get some sleep tonight. I think we should probably stop talking.
Yeah, we should end it
here.
Matt, thanks for coming on. Love you.
Love you too. Sorry for railroading your show into the abyss, but
you're fine.
I had to, you know.
No, you're good.
This was a fun episode.
It was.
That was a really fun episode.
I don't think I've laughed this hard in a long time. So, oh
Lord, we're gonna get it when the next time when she hears it. She's like, really,
Really, guys?
Really, guys?
You guys are so done.
You are done.
But anyway, thanks for coming on, Matt, at the last minute. I know I apologized to you earlier, but I'm sorry. But
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So, Steven, you got any shout-outs you want to do really quick?
Shout out to all the good people in the world that are trying to still do good.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
I have to double down on that one, too. So, thanks for everybody that's listening, that chooses to listen to us. Shout out to Wes Anderson. Shout out to Terry Teagle. Thanks for, and I was doing Matt, but Matt's on, so I don't have to do it. So
shout out to you.
You can still shout me out. It's okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Matt Knapp, Bigfoot Crossroads.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt, you have any shout outs?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
He always says that all the time.
No.
Anyway, thanks Matt for coming on. Everybody, good night and goodbye.